Hello and welcome to a new garage of Dad. I know it's not a WRC car, it's only the A2, but shortly after I bought it, the ABS light came on, so I've got to sort that. And all you need is a little diagnostic tool, and I'll show you how to diagnose which wheel it is, then get on and replace the sensor if need be. So I've got the diagnostic tool out, and it's a great bit of kit this. I've used it on the boys' golfs many times to great success. So I've plugged it into the port, and the port is right up underneath the dash here, which is hard to do when you're holding a camera, so I've pre-plugged it in. I'll turn the ignition on, and we'll go to the menu, and we'll scroll to ABS, press enter, press enter again. It's come up with one problem. We'll press enter again, and the code is 285. So we'll have a look in the little book, and there it is, 285, front right hand sensor. So we'll get the wheel off, we'll have a look and see what the problem is. Okay, so now I've got the wheel off, and what we want to do is get into the little ABS sensor unit which is in there, unbolt it and take it off. And first of all, you've got to get this little thing out of the way. So it's a 10mm socket, and incidentally you'll notice that a lot of my sockets have got a green band on them, and what that means is that I have the even ones have got green on them and the odd ones haven't got anything on them, so they're easy to sort of detect in your box. The tip I was told years ago. So take this little nut off, just holding that unit on, just pull that out of the way, and that just pulls back through there. Just get that out of the way, and then get a Torx 5, I think that is, yeah. Get down at the little bolt. There's a tiny little bolt that holds the ABS sensor in place, and on the Volkswagen Golfs they always round off and they're an absolute nightmare to get off, and I've often drilled them out on many occasions. So just give that a little tap home, and then hopefully it's going to come straight away with any luck. Hey! That's a relief, I can tell you. Well, that's coming straight out. The beauties of an A2, eh? So unscrew that. There's... oh no, it's not. It's going to not come out yet. Can't see what I'm doing here. Yeah, I can feel it now. There we go, it's on the end of the socket. So hopefully this should just pull out, you know, just like that. Oh, which it has, hey! That was lucky. So there's the culprit, and I'm hoping that's what it is, but there's a couple of lads on Facebook that have said they've replaced this, but they found out that it's the cable. But, you know, as my dad told me, never overlook the obvious, and you always start with the easiest option first. And the diagnostic tool said that it was the right hand ABS, so these are only like 10 quid on eBay, and they just click in. This is always a nightmare to do. You have to give it a little persuasion. There you go, that's it, voila. So we'll get onto eBay, we'll get another couple ordered, and I'll show you how to put the thing back in and reset the lights. Incidentally, if you're having trouble getting the old one out, you can actually take the caliper off, take the brake disc off, and you can take this shield off, because it's only held on with 3 bolts, and you can get into the sensor at the back and lever it out if need be. Okay, here we are. We're going to install the ABS sensor in now, and it's just arrived this morning. So it's lovely, it's just starting to snow, typical January. And if you look around on the ground, because earlier on I dropped that little screw and I don't have a pristine garage floor, and it took me about an hour to find it. Dear me. Of course I can't get on the hard standing for Fraser's car, can't I? So we'll keep that back in the hole and pop that little screw in. It's difficult to see, you just have to do it with feel because it's so tight in there, and I think I've got it there. Little torques, just torques it in. Just torques it in hand tight. Yeah, I can feel it spinning. Whether it's in the hole or not, I don't know, but we'll soon find out. It's not. It's out. That gets tight. And you never over tighten these. You over tighten, you're just asking for trouble. So we'll just get it nice and just nip it up, just barely putting any pressure on there. Pop the little line on again. Just doing this all blind. There we go, until it clicks. Bring the little bracket round. You see he's rushing because it started to snow. Somebody's actually put this over the wrong side of the ABS unit, so... Oh, hurry up! There we go. Get the bolt in. Oh dear. Fraser's other car's in the garage. This bolt tightened up again. Again, don't over wrench it. And that just pops through there. That's actually bent. And voila, there we go. I'll get the wheel back on, we'll take it along the road. I'll get the diagnostic tuner on it and take the light off, take it along the road and see if that sorted the problem. So we'll plug the diagnostic tool in again. We'll turn on the ignition. Scroll to ABS. And we'll do a diagnostics again on it. Click enter again. It's scanning. It's looking for the problem. There's one problem. We'll scroll again. Click enter. Go back to the menu again. Scroll. And to erase. Click enter. Erase. Yes. And that's it erased. So I've had it on a test drive and the ABS light came straight back on again, so that's obviously not what the problem is. So I'm going to get it in the garage, get it jacked up, the wheel off, and have a look and see if there's anything else wrong with it. Now you can see that the ABS sensor cable is actually in pretty good nick. So before I go cutting into that to see if the wire is the problem, I thought I'd take the hub off and have a look at the bearing. And I noticed that on the bearing, and I don't know if you can see it, but it doesn't actually look as though it's fully home. So if it's not fully home, then the ABS sensor might have a problem sort of picking up the signal, and it would pick it up every now and again, and now that it's gotten a wee bit older, it's not picking up the signal at all. So I managed to hammer the bearing home, and I also noticed that the ring that is on this side of the bearing had worked its way loose, so maybe that was the cause of the problem. So I've managed to lever it back into place, and I'm going to put it all together now and try it down the road and see if all that has solved the problem. So we'll turn the ignition on, and all the lights should go out, which they have. Get the car going, we'll get it up to speed. Success! The ABS light's not come back on. Well, there we have it. The ABS diagnosed, fixed, and the lights are turned off. And I know it's dramatic when the lights first come on. Ah! Take me to the dealer! It's going to cost you a fortune! But it need not be. You could take it to a local garage, and there's many great local garages who've got diagnostic tools and can solve the problem very cheaply. But get it into the garage, get it jacked up, get the wheel off, have a quick look yourself. It could be something as simple as dust on the end of the ABS sensor. And it's amazing the amount of cars I see on the internet advertise, you know, full year's MOT, great condition, but ABS lights are on. And that could cost you hundreds of pounds, because buyers love to see these sort of things, myself included. So, as I said, have a look yourself, see what it is. If you can't fix it yourself, take it to the local garage, but at least have a go. My one, it was a combination of two things, I think. One, the bearing was 2mm short of being pushed home all the way into the hub, and also the ABS ring had come loose. So a combination of the two things could have caused the lights to come on. So thanks for watching. Comment below, thumbs up, please subscribe. The A2 is an ongoing project, and there'll be many more videos coming along very soon.